enjoy his sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from doing these reckless behaviors, such as biting, throwing items, attempting to enter the court and run into a play, or using improper language or gestures. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to detention and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the respective security or care services staff members.
And the temperature is rising here already with the watch party in full swing. And now, 2K Sports brings you Thursday night in the NBA. Our game tonight featuring the Dallas Mavericks as they go up against the Memphis Grizzlies right here at FedEx Forum. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And a chance to look at the block shot numbers over the last few seasons for Jaren Jackson.
And his shot blocking hasn't been nearly as potent as it was a few years ago. It's a shame, really, because his ability to intimidate the other team and be a big presence on the defensive end really gave his team an edge.
Looking at the starting five for the Dallas Mavericks. They've got Najee Marshall. Klay Thompson is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Derek Lively. And it's Davis in at the power forward position. And for Memphis, Ja Morant is out there with MP. Then it's Jaren Jackson. Then it's Edey. And it's Wells in at the 3 slot. And Grant, by now, many of the questions we had coming into the season have been answered.
Oh, no question, B.A. But it's still a long way to go. We know how much can change over the course of a season, so I wouldn't be surprised if a contender or two has yet to emerge.
Here we go. And it's the Grizzlies to start it out. Morant, the pass to MP. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
Displaying the range right there. Good to see MP taking and making that kind of shot.
Pass to Marshall. The 3 from Thompson connects again from distance.
He continues to prove he's one of the greatest shooters ever.
That triple just tied him for 5th place on the career list. And the basket by MP.
MP nailing the comeback triple. You gotta love that guy's competitive spirit.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. We talked about facing a premier defender like Anthony Davis, and Coach told me AD is obviously a tremendous offensive player, but his impact on D is even greater. He's an elite rim protector, and he moves like a wing out there on the perimeter. Without a doubt, Davis covers a lot of ground defensively. Back to you, VA.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Thompson outside. Outside Davis. 3-pointer. Thompson, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Jackson, and he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Red hot so far, 4 for 4. Cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better.
Irving, the pass to Lively, and a slam dunk by Lively.
Love the dunk from Lively, not just settling for the layup.
Jackson outside. Pass to MP from the arc. Fires in the triple. MP's got 9.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Here's Thompson. The rebound by Jackson. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid. Kept alive. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Thompson outside. Picked his pocket. MP scanning the floor. Morant, no good. And Irving has got the ball here for the Mavs. It's a 10-point game. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena, and they proved it that game.
Wells, and a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got his third assist of the night.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
Now here's Davis. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
Relentless on the glass. Boards are largely about how much you want it.
Well, Clark, the first 9 years of his career, he played mostly power forward. But over the last 3, Anthony Davis playing a lot of center.
And I think his game has become more focused on staying in the paint, which is where he's dominant. He's added tons of strength over the years. He's using that to his advantage. He's always been one of the special players in the league, in my opinion. And he's still one of the top 15 guys in the league for sure.
He misses the free throw. You know, Clark, 2024 saw Anthony Davis make his return to the All-Star game.
And really, B.A., such a pleasure to see him back on the court, healthy and producing. That's not been an issue. The issue has been him being hurt and not being able to be on the court. But he's a perennial all-star when he's healthy and playing and doing exactly what he's done throughout his career at both ends, be a dominant center.
And he's good on the second.
In many ways, Anthony Davis is the epitome of a two-way threat. He can be just dominating on both sides of the ball with his physicality.
Here's Pippen. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Wizards was outstanding. He scored 45 points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. A legendary performance that will be talked about for years to come. Unless he's able to do it again tonight. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. Memphis shooting their first free throw of the night.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Irving comes in for Williams. Mavericks trail by 20. To halt the run, the Grizzlies pull it in. They defeated Washington in their last game.
They were so consistent from the three-point range in that one, and that's a nice weapon to have as a visiting team.
Yeah, you know, the defense had no answer for them. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
And so it's Memphis sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. More 2K action in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. So Memphis ends up going with a new group, and a new group getting ready for the Mavericks. Lively, he's checked in for Martin. Davis comes in for Washington. Marshall, he's checked in for Christie. And it's Klay Thompson in for Exum. We've got Edey, Santi Aldama out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's MP, and it's Pippen in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. You know, he started slow, but now in the second quarter, he's finding his groove.
Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
And it's blocked by Clark, and they're able to recover.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Irving for 3. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
MP drives in. Nice job by MP converting it tight.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Irving against MP. And the shot's good by Irving. Irving's got 14 points.
It's obvious he's taking it upon himself to try and keep them alive.
MP, the pass to Clark. To the wing on the left. Pass to Edey. Oh, deflected. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Huff's checked in for Memphis. Exum's checked in for Dallas. MP, that was good.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Mavericks trail by 16. Outside Davis. Back to Exum. Pass to Marshall. They set the screen. Inside. Exum with it. MP's there. Exum passes to Lively. Here's Marshall. 5 to shoot. The 3 is up. Huff pulls it in. Huff's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Pippen. Soft touch off the glass. Pippen's gotten his first bucket of the night. And so it's MP making things happen for the Grizzlies. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Howdy, folks. Time for halftime fun. Woohoo! Before we check out the action at hand, first order of business, the power rankings. Hold on, I just got an alert on my phone. Ooh, half off bowling after the game tonight. Who's in?
I imagine Shaq probably throws that bowling ball a little too hard, Ernie. I don't know.
False. I have a finesse game, Kenny. One time I hit a sit-down shot from the seats behind the lane.
Shaq's like a trick shot artist out there. He's diving, he's spinning. I'm curious to see what's left in the bag. I'll get the lanes. You guys bring your own shoes this time. And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Grizzlies.
Well, it's been a stampede in transition. They'll run it right down your throat if you let them.
I'm going to do something I haven't done in a while. I'm going to give you a compliment, just like you, Jet, in the blink of an eye.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Mavericks trail by 18. On the court. Right now for Dallas. Davis out there with Najee Marshall. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Derek Lively. And it's Irving in at the point guard. There's the three. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
Irving, so much fun to watch in this one so far. Utilizing every aspect of his offensive game.
You know, Clark, watching Kyrie Irving, he still does things you just can't believe.
His ball handling ability is just remarkable, and his finishing ability surpasses his rush hour handles, and that's saying a ton. He can beat anybody off the dribble. He can make tough shots. He really is one of the elite scorers from the guard position in the history of the NBA. I don't think that's an overstatement. From the angles he finishes, the shots he can make, he's as elite as we've had in the league.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, So that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. Memphis leading by 18. On the wing, MP. And he's got 28 now. Takes a three. And another three from Memphis.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Outside Davis. Back to Irving. Got a piece of it, and he recovers it. Memphis has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Here's MP. Give him 31 now. That shot is off.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Thompson outside. They get it back. Lively shot is off. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 or 4 shots to fall so far in the third. From deep, MP. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
MP against Thompson. Pass to Irving. Davis a screen to stop the run. Again, Irving missing.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Good.
And that's exactly how you attack length. I love how he doesn't lack assertiveness.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
And Dallas calls time here. Washington's checked in for Marshall. With a brief pause, here are the most difficult teams to score against over the last 10 games. Number 1, the Grizzlies. In the third spot, the Mavericks.
Great game planning by both of these coaching staffs as of late. Both teams have been effective defensively.
There's a minute 59 left in the third. The 3 from Thompson, and again for 3.
Yeah, he's one of the greatest from distance in NBA history.
And with that 3, he's now 5th on the all-time career list. And here's MP from outside. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Wow. What can you say?
And so Davis will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. When this one's in the books, they'll be off to Sacramento, taking on the Kings. And that game will mark the end of a 4-game trip. To the middle. Here's Thompson. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Thompson's got 5 points in the quarter. Pass to MP. The 3-ball. Sends it home from 3-point land.
You have to be ready to take your shots when they come. And MP was ready this time.
Nifty move. Thompson's shot is off.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Pippen. From deep, MP. And another 3 from Memphis.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Thompson, no good. For Memphis, they've gotten 8 of 9 to fall. Terrific offense so far in this third quarter. From deep, MP hits the trifecta. MP's got 46.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Now Irving, 19 points in the game. Shot to stop the run. He's off on that one. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a gigantic 33-point lead at the close of the quarter. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly... But there's still those teams wandering the wilderness.
Yeah, and some of that is due to teams failing to draft well. You've got to be a little lucky, but you also have to be good in your draft selections. It's not enough to have a high pick. It's really what you do with whatever picks you have and getting it right.
And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. We'll see you next time.
Okay then, that's how we stand on business.
Great win tonight, MP. Gotta love H-Town. This city shows a hoop of love.
MP said he woke up today ready to slay some dragons.
Tickets are still available for the next game. Purchase your tickets today. Visit the ticket counter for available games or sign up for season tickets.
And coming up, it's Lunch Bag Day. Come out to the game and be with your very own Rocket Lunch Bag. Fans forget about our father and giveaway. Come to the game. Folks, don't forget to come out to the game for Calendar Day. What better way to pass the year than with pictures of your favorite mascots, the Clutch, and the Rocket Power Dancers. Don't forget, Rocket fans, we still have tickets remaining. All you gotta do is stop. Alright, down, be sure to be here at our very next home game. When we give away a Clutch City Dancers trading card now to every single fan.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
To celebrate our nation, that was Skylar Cole with tonight's national anthem performance. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. Now a look at the stats for Amen Thompson.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter And when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Wells is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's MP. Then there's Edey. And it's Morant in at the point. And for Houston, Fred VanVleet out there with Whitmore. Then there's Amen Thompson. Then it's Brooks. And it's Şengün in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Coming into this game, Stan, it's clear who the media thinks will win. We've been reading about it and hearing about it for the last couple days.
Yeah, but Kevin, you know, none of us in the media know what we're talking about. It's just a lot of speculation. And look, it's a cliche, but it's also true. The games aren't won on paper, they're won out on the court, and anyone in the NBA can beat anyone else on a given night.
Which makes me look forward to this one.
Absolutely.
And so VanVleet will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. At the elbow, it's Thompson. That one, no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Morant outside. Driving inside. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Well, keeping his composure against defensive pressure inside. Nice work there by Morant.
VanVleet outside. The screen from Thompson. And the 3 off target. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Greg, what's the key thing Fred VanVleet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success. We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Here's MP. From the top of the key, he buries it. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Ime Udoka.
Now, we talked about the big man, Jaren Jackson Jr., and specifically how to defend him. Coach said he's a guy that can score from all 3 levels. Our guys have to be on him and active defensively as soon as he touches the ball. Coach needs his team to bring the energy tonight, and we'll see if they can respond. Guys?
Thank you, David. And here is VanVleet. Following the 3-pointer by MP.
And Whitmore, a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
Outside Jackson. And here's Morant. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Good on the triple. MP's got 8 points.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
VanVleet looking around. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Wells. To the right side. VanVleet against Morant. The 3 from MP. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
And here's Morant, following Fred VanVleet's 3. Wells passes to Morant. From deep. And there's Wells. That's good on the assist by Morant. Morant's got his 3rd assist on the night. Down low, here's Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, man, when Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. Memphis moving it around. And here's MP for 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
It's Morant in the corner. Back to MP. Good And the nice assist from Morant. 17 points in the game.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Van Vliet outside. Pass to Thompson. Now, here's Şengün. He had 15 points last outing. Clock at 6. Back to Thompson. Over Jackson. Wells grabs the miss.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Morant kicks to MP. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
That's a smart shot. I love seeing MP take the 3 in that situation.
Out to Thompson. Will it go? And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's MP making things happen for the Grizzlies. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but substitution changes. Şengün comes in for Jock Landale. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Cam Whitmore. G.G. Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. MP comes in for Pippen. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Then it's Tari Eason. Then it's Brooks, and it's Holiday in at the point guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against Dallas played phenomenal. He scored 46 points and was reliable as ever from distance. He was remarkable in that game. It's not often you see a player that dominant, and I'm sure he wants to keep it going. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for a different measure. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Thompson comes in for Smith, and it's Fred Van Vliet in for Aaron Holiday. Edey's checked in for Memphis. Jaren Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
The 3 from MP. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. The drive by Brooks. Here's Şengün. It's blocked. Pass to Bane. Now MP. He's covered by Thompson. Buries it from 3-point range.
3 points.
MP's got 26.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Here's Van Vliet. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so MP will bring it up for Memphis. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins and looking for number 8 tonight.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
Houston shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. That free throw good from Thompson. The Rockets making a switch here. Whitmore is checked in. Then for the Grizzlies, Wells, he's checked in for Jackson. And it's Morant in for Bain. And so he hits both. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. Morant passes to MP. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Oh, nice jumper from MP there. The D is going to have to do a lot better job if they want to try and contain it. They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Morant, and another basket for Memphis.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll return shortly.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
At home, this team is pretty stout. Looking at this upcoming stretch, they're probably licking their chops.
Well, we're talking pork chops, or lamb chops, or what kind of chops are we talking?
Or chops could mean acumen, being great at what you do. Kind of like you two mutton chops. Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Grizzlies.
They've kept the ball moving. No one's trying to be a hero, and you see the results.
Yeah, they're just not slinging it around. They are passing with a purpose.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Jackson is out there with Wells. Then there's Edey. Then it's Morant. And it's MP in at the shooting guard position. Morant passes to MP. So the wing on the left. Wells kicks to MP. Puts up a deep three. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the rejection by Jackson.
Rockets ball.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Here's Van Vliet. There's the lob to the hoop, and Whitmore throws it down.
And you can always count on Van Vliet to make the right play. He doesn't make too many bad decisions when he's got the ball in his hands.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block. Coach Ime Udoka said there are not a ton of true low-post threats in the NBA nowadays. Joel Embiid, Jokic, I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alpe's had success against pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
DA, totally agree. Great footwork. Moves on moves, I've always said. And last season, with all the injuries for the Memphis Grizzlies, Stan, Jaren Jackson had to play a bigger role and was effective. Yeah. There's 10 seconds left in the third. Shepherd, the pass to Tate. With 1 on the clock. He tries off the glass, but it's no good. And so it's Memphis. Sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be back with you shortly. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a...
You say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
So the Rockets end up going with a whole new group. We've got Fred Van Vliet, Alperen Şengün out there with Thompson. Then it's Brooks, and it's Whitmore in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Grizzlies.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
On the wing, MP. Covered by Van Vliet. The 3 from MP. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Get there. Thompson outside. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.
Hey, yo, bad play.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood.
MP got the job done tonight, as usual. It's game time, MP. You ready to put that work in?